What you want, when you want it, where you want it. This is The Mesh.
Hey everybody, I'm Amy Chang, a nurse, a mom, and a health coach, and this is Healthy AF, where honesty and humor and heart meet real talk about feeling good again, inside and out. We're cutting through the noise, dropping the guilt, and reminding you getting healthy isn't about perfection. It's about choosing yourself, one loving decision at a time. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Healthy AF. My name is Amy Chang, and I'm a health coach here with Healthy Life, Health, and Wellness Coaching. And I'm so delighted that you are here because we are talking today about thinking about something. It's May, and the topic of all of May is new beginnings. If you listened to last week's episode, you will have heard me say new beginnings sound all shiny and new and exciting, but man, they can be tough. And I wanted to just really unpeel some of the layers on what new beginnings bring us, what we might need to deal with, and how we don't want to get stuck in certain stages as we tiptoe toward a new beginning. So this first week is thinking about something. I asked you last week to look into your life for the specific complaint that you hear from your loved ones pretty much all the time. It is not, a complaint that is blamey or ugly or nasty. I'm not talking about somebody gaslighting you. I'm talking about the things that you hear that possibly you hadn't considered changing or looking at, but you get that feedback pretty regularly. We all have them. So, and maybe it's not in your field of vision yet. This is where the thinking about a new beginning comes in. It's this stage where maybe we're getting a little bit uncomfortable in our patterns. It might be in our productivity pattern, our sleep pattern. Everybody else might say like, God, you're only sleeping 5 hours a night? Oh my God, are you okay? And you're like, yeah, I'm fine. You don't see the need for any kind of exploration or new beginning. But during this stage, things get said. You might see someone with something you want. You might even be mad about that one person that gets on your nerves because they're doing something better than you're doing it. Now, this mostly lies in the back of your mind, okay? What keeps us stuck in this kind of thinking about it, but I'm not really thinking about it. It's pre-contemplation. What gets us stuck back there is not having a growth mindset and not being connected to ourselves. So let's just take a normal, average daily life. Now, I hear this all the time in my client base, and I've lived it. So if you can relate to this, it is okay. You are not by yourself. You're in some really great company of some fantastically stunning people. You get up, you get your coffee. Within 30 minutes, you're out the door. You're off to do your exercise, you're caring for children, you're dropping off for school, your volunteer work, your job. And then you're humping it all day. And then you come home and then you're, taking a shower, or maybe you're zoned out by now. And maybe you're having that second glass of wine after dinner, possibly even the third. You hit your bed and you're out for the day. Rinse and repeat the next. Rinse and repeat the next. And you just keep on going. It's a fast-paced life with lots to do, lots of people to see, lots of places to go. And you are rarely ever still or quiet or reflecting. And what makes it worse is that everybody around you is doing the same thing. So there's no one there to say to you, Hey, are you okay, really? Hey, I noticed that you seem to really be having a tough time. Are you good? And actually, like, pause. No, seriously, are you? I had a conversation with a guy in a parking lot one day. I hadn't seen him in a long time. And I was like, hey, man, it's good to see you. How you doing? He says, I'm fine. I was like, dude, I don't know, but that was not fine. And he was like, dang it, Amy Chang. And I'm like, I'm just calling a spade a spade. What happens in our lives when we run fast and fast and fast and fast, and everybody else in our lives is running fast and fast and fast and fast, and we don't have anybody in our lives to say, like, dude, you're lying. We sometimes stay in this pre-contemplation stage because we're not slowed down enough and connected enough to even have the insight that there might be something in our life that could bring us a new beginning with some joy and some serenity and some results that we really want, because we're not even admitting that there might be something we could change in our life. We're not taking responsibility for our lives and the results that we currently have in our lives. So how do you start moving out of a thinking about something that's a pre-contemplation stage when you don't even know you're there? Spend time connecting to you, connecting to people you love and are on the same trajectory. Now, there are a lot of people you love in your life, but they do not have a growth mindset, and they are not interested on reflecting or taking responsibility for their own lives. And you love them, and that's great. Love them. Keep loving them. Probably, though, those are not the people you want to have your slow down, still check-ins with. When you have a slow down, still check-in, it sounds a little bit like, hey, I've been struggling with such and such. What do you think? And then your check-in buddy is like, yeah, I've watched you really struggle with that. What are you thinking about that? And then your feet are in the fire. It's a loving fire. It's warm and cozy. It's not like burning. Your feet are not black charcoal. Okay. It's a warm, cozy, loving fire that your feet are now in. Now you can get out of pre-contemplation. Now you can get out of the thinking about it. And you'll know that you've been in thinking about it when you go to the next stage, which I call thinking about it, which is actually the contemplation stage. When you jump into that stage, because when you turn around and look, you'll be like, oh, yeah. That is why I really hated that one girl, because her tennis serve was better than mine, but I just didn't want to admit that I needed the lessons. You'll see and remember little things that happened, little seeds that were dropped along the way, that were stirring up something back here that was out of your vision. You weren't aware of it, but it was back there doing its work. All we have to do is be connected and growth-minded, to not live in the pre-contemplation where we don't even know what's available to us for decades. So that's your first installment of May. New beginnings. You want a new beginning? You got to be aware now where you are. Connected, present, and ease that thinking about it into thinking about it, which we will talk about next week. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you are being stirred up, inspired, led to slow down, connect, have some insights, take responsibility for your life and who you really want to be in it, and you want a little help, that's my job. So please feel free to reach out. We'll have a consultation. It is free, except for your time. And It's sure to stir some things up for you. I'll see y'all next week when we're talking about thinking about it on Healthy AF. Thanks for hanging out with me today on Healthy AF. I hope something you heard helps you take one small, kind step toward your healthiest self. If you love this episode, hit subscribe so you never miss a conversation. And if you want more support, head over to myhealthylife.coach to connect with me. Remember, you don't have to do it perfectly. You just have to start choosing you. See you next time.
You've been listening to The Mesh, an online media network of shows and programs ranging from business to arts, sports to entertainment, music to community. All programs are available on the website as well as through iTunes and YouTube. Check us out online at themesh.tv. Discover other network shows and give us feedback on what you just heard.